Direct from our newsroom in New York, this is the CBS Evening News with Roger Mudd substituting for Walter Cronkite. And Dan Rather at the White House, Daniel Shore in Washington, Barry Seraphin in Washington, Charles Collingwood in London, Don Webster in Tokyo, Ike Pappas in Detroit, Michigan, Bruce Morton at Fort McPherson, Georgia, and Bill Curtis in Los Angeles.
Good evening. Around the world today, people were wondering how their lives would be changed by President Nixon's far-reaching new economic program. In one place, the New York Stock Exchange, there was no doubt. Traders on the floor literally roared at the starting bell, and by the close, they'd had their busiest and best day in history. 31,730,000 shares changed hands, easily surpassing the old record of 28.25 million set last February. And the Dow Jones Industrials made a record gain of 32.93. The average price per share rose a record $1.37 on the New York Exchange and 54 cents on the American. Mr. Nixon's move to stabilize the dollar abroad created near chaos in international financial circles. At least 15 nations suspended trading altogether in currencies, and others took varying actions. Some of the president's moves, such as the wage and price freeze, were taken under authority he already had. Others, such as tax relief, require congressional approval. His overall policy change was so broad and sweeping that his nationally televised address last night left many questions unanswered. At a news conference today, Treasury Secretary Connolly cleared up some of the details.
This freeze is all pervasive. This freeze applies to all wages, prices, and rents. There will be a mechanism through which exceptions can be made, but even in saying that, I'm reluctant even to say it because I want to make it abundantly clear to the American people that we don't anticipate making any, except in the most extreme and dire cases of hardship and inequity, because this is a 90-day freeze. We know that there will be some hardships, there will be some inequities, but we think on balance, beyond any question, this is going to inure to the benefit of the American people in many, many ways.
Mr. Secretary, one or two related questions on the application of the wage freeze. Will it affect, for example, an individual raise, an individual merit raise?
Yes, it'll affect all individual raises, affect all merit raises, affect all raises under contract.
All raises without exception?
Yes.
Cost of living raises?
That's correct.
Seniority raises?
Yes.
Experience raises?
Yes.
All of these are frozen for 90 days?
Yes.
What about the situation of a union which is now in negotiation for a new contract? Will it be required not to negotiate?
Won't be required not to negotiate, but they will be bound again by the wages that were in effect in the month preceding August the 14th.
They could negotiate for a future increase.
They can negotiate for a future raise beyond the period when the wage price freeze will end, but even a contract that was entered into 6 months ago, where a periodic increase fell during the 90-day freeze period, it would not be permitted to go into effect.
It would be permitted later to go into effect retroactively?
Possibly. We don't know precisely what the future holds. Let me simply say this, with respect to new car prices, that if they were not in effect during the month, and if they did not effect a substantial portion of the trade or transactions during the month preceding August the 14th, they will be frozen.